Who, me?
Know that Britannia has entered into a new age of enlightenment.
Oh, that sounds good.
The time has finally come for the one true Lord of Britannia to take his place ahead of his people. Under my guidance, Britannia will flourish, and all of the people shall rejoice.
Sounds good.
With their new guardian. Know that you too shall kneel before me, Avatar.
Okay, wait, now we're going a bit far.
For I shall be your companion, your ruler, and your master.
At least he has a nice laugh, you know? Hello, Eula. Nice to see you around. Something is obviously amiss. It has been a long time since your last visit to Britannia. The mystical orb beckons you. It has opened gateways to Britannia in the past. Behind your house lies the circle of stones. Why is a moon gate already there? You have but one path to answer. Well, with the introduction done, greetings and salutations all, and welcome to Ultima VII, one of the most salient games in the history of gaming, or at least one of the more salient games. There are quite a lot of particularly salient games in the medium's history, but this is one of them. So, let me get my cursor in here. Let us start a new game. I'm going to go with my usual online name. And one nice thing about Ultima VII is we can choose whether to play as a male or female avatar. So I'm going to play as a female avatar, because why not? And journey onward. There. 'Tis horrible. I know, 'tis shocking. Who could have done it? I know not. He had no enemies. Poor man. What is to be done? I know not. A rather large, familiar man looks up and sees you. The shock that is evident from his dumbfounded expression quickly evolves into delight. He smiles broadly. Thorm, if I did not trust the infallibility of mine own eyes, I would not believe it. I was just thinking to myself, if only the Avatar were here, then, lo and behold, who says that magic is dying? Here is living proof that it is not. Dost thou realize, Thorm, that it hath been 200 Britannian years since we last met? Why, thou hast not aged at all. Iolo winks conspiratorially. He whispers, due, no doubt, to the difference in the structure of time in our original homeland and that of Britannia. He resumes speaking aloud. I have aged a little, as thou canst see, but of course I have stayed here in Britannia all this time. Oh, but Avatar, wait until I tell the others. They will be happy to see thee. Welcome to Trinzic. The distraught peasant interrupts Iolo. Show her the stables, my lord. 'Tis horrible. Iolo nods, his joy fading quickly as he is reminded of the reason he was standing there in the first place. Ah, yes. Our friend Peter here discovered something truly ghastly this morning. Take a look inside the stables. I shall accompany thee. Oops. Oh, we have some flickering at the bottom of the screen. Oh well. All is not right in Britannia. Perhaps Lord British will know the reason behind this tremor. Ah, I see. That was supposed to be a tremor. You see a middle-aged nobleman. Iolo, who is this stranger? Why, this is the Avatar, Iolo proudly proclaims. Canst thou believe it? May I introduce thee? This is Finnegan, the town mayor. And this is Thorm, the Avatar. I simply cannot believe she is here. The mayor looks you up and down, not sure if he believes Iolo or not. He looks at Iolo skeptically. I swear to thee, it is the Avatar. The mayor looks at you again as if he were studying every pore on your face. Finally, he smiles. Welcome, Avatar. But just as suddenly, Finnegan's face becomes stern. A horrible murder has occurred. If thou art truly the Avatar, perhaps thou canst help us solve it. I would feel better if thou takest this matter into thine hands. Thou shalt be handsomely rewarded if thou dost discover the name of the killer. Dost thou accept? Nah, I don't. That's not really what we do as avatars, is it? No? But it is a story quest, I suppose. You know what? It is a quest. I don't do much turning down of quests that I don't have an actual objection to. So yes, Peter here knows something about all of this. The peasant interjects, I discovered poor Christopher and the gargoyle Inamo early this morning. The mayor continues, hast thou searched the stables? No, we literally just got here and we haven't been allowed out of dialogue, so we haven't had the opportunity. Then I suggest that thou lookst inside and talkest to me again. Right, and we are playing. So, I've played Ultima VII before, so this isn't a blind playthrough, but it has been a little while, a couple of years at least. Oh, who's this? Oh, this is Peter again. Are we really the Avatar? Yeah, we are. Peter bows before you. Milady. Oh, yes, you can tell that we're the Avatar, because we ask things like name and job. Look in the stables, 'tis horrible. I will answer thy questions, but first look in the stables. Yes, so, what was I saying about Ultima VII? I have played it before, but it has been a while. Oh yes, I wanted to mention there was what I presume was meant to be a tremor effect on the screen earlier, which didn't seem to work properly, at least on my end. All I saw was some flickering at the bottom of the screen. I'm guessing DOSBox isn't emulating things perfectly. On which note, I am doing this in DOSBox, not Exalt, simply because I gather that, at least from what I've read, Exalt still has some things incomplete, and I want to play the complete experience. It's a pity that I don't get some of the niceties that Exalt provides, but so it goes. Now, let me begin by looking over what I have. And trying to remember the UI. Okay, so dagger, pants, some leather armor. Okay, I'll start with a map, some lockpicks, which doesn't seem very virtuous. A torch, 10 gold coins, a cup apparently, some bread, an apple, and a bottle. Okay. Now, before anyone gets hungry, let's... Excuse you. Going to have to get... Ah, yes. Also, this is perhaps not a children's game, because there will be scenes of grisly murder. You have been warned. Slightly late, but you have been warned. So, what do we have here? We have a rake. We have a victim. Can I do anything with the victim? The summoning is complete, Yulo. One could almost say you were bred to the task. Well, we have a key, so we're going to yoink that. We have footsteps going this way, and ooh, Purinama. He doesn't have anything on him. Gargoyle jewelry, bag containing more bread. Control yourself, Yulo. Control yourself. There's more bread. So, we are going to steal that. Because if there's one thing... Whoops, don't want to do that. If there's one thing that's more valuable than gold in Ultima, it is pouches. Let's see. So we've got some coin. And we have another of these. And we'll keep our food in here. What was this again? Just a bottle, so it's presumably empty. Okay. And we have some bloody footprints, which seem like a good lead. Hi there. And they seem to go out this way and then disappear. Alright. So, Peter. I'm called Peter, the man sniffs. Job? I'm the stable's caretaker. Murder. I discovered poor Christopher and Inamo earlier this morning. I did not touch a thing. Made me sick, it did. Footprints. They doth lead out the back way, yes. They must be the tracks of the murderer. Well, I mean, I suppose we could have another investigator around somewhere, but I think the murderer seems likely. His eyes widen a bit more. Or murderers. I only see one set of footprints, but all right. The stables. I've worked here for years. I can sell thee a nice horse and a carriage if thou dost want one. The animal and the carriage are located in a small shelter just outside the north gate of the town. Right now the place gives me the creeps. His eyes are wild with fright. Christopher. Nice man. He made the shoes for mine horses. In armour? He worked for very little money. Did basic chores around the stables and the pub. I let him sleep in the little back room. He must have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. Why are we assuming that? Well, okay, no, I suppose Christopher's murder was the more ritualistic of the two, and thus more likely the central one. All right, fair enough. Carriage? The horse and carriage combination sells for 60 gold. Dost thou want a title? Not just now, thank you. Some other time then. Bye. Goodbye, the man sniffs. How much money do we actually have on us? Why is this key here? We have 13 gold coins, so we can't afford a horse and carriage anyway. Even if we did want one. And even if we wanted one, we can't actually get out of here. Now, let's do some investigating. I don't remember where to go, so this is going to be pretty arbitrary. Hello. You see a salty old sailor who reeks of tobacco. Lovely. My name's Gargan, he sniffs loudly. Job. I'm the Trinsic shipwright. If thou wouldst like to know about a ship or a sextant, just say so. Gargan coughs. Ship? Thou dost want to buy a ship? The old man asks, smiling. Apparently not too many folks buy ships these days. My ships are sturdy and well built. They may not be built by Owen, but they are fine vessels. But thou must first purchase a deed. Gargan wipes his runny nose on his sleeve. Well, if there's one thing the Avatar is good at, it's good deeds. Sextant. I sell sextants for 80 gold. Want one? Gargan clears his throat. No, we still don't have money. Suit thyself. Gargan sneezes. Owen. Thou'st not heard of Owen? Finest shipwright in the land. He lives in Minok. Gargan coughs. Deed. The deed I can sell thee is for the ship, the Scaly Eel. It goes for 600 gold. Interested? I am, but I still don't have money. Some other time then, the sailor shrugs, disappointed. Gargan sneezes. Feeling all right, man? Gargan coughs, wheezes, and then lights his pipe. On inhaling, he has a coughing spasm until he finally catches his breath. I wonder whether there's a causal relationship of some sort there, maybe, possibly. Never felt better. Bye. May thy day have smooth sailing, the sailor starts to say, but a coughing spasm interrupts him. All right. Well, I don't see much of interest here, and we're not going to steal from this person. That would be very unvirtuous of us. For anyone joining or watching in the future who is not familiar with what's going on here, we are playing as the avatar of virtue, of the 8 virtues, being honesty, justice, sacrifice, honor, valor, what did I say? Honesty, justice, spirituality, humility, and I always forget one. Honest. Okay, hold on. Truth gives rise to honesty. Courage gives rise to valor. Love gives rise to compassion. That's the one that I'm forgetting. One should not forget compassion. Who's this? You see a solid-looking but seemingly bored fighter. Name. I am Marcus the Trainer. Job. I am a trainer here in Trinsic, he says gruffly. If thou dost wish to increase thy skill in combat, I can help thee. Trinsic. The fighter shrugs. The town is all right, he sniffs. Train. The cost to train with me is 20 gold. Too costly, right? Yeah, I'm afraid so. Marcus yawns. Very well. Greetings, Zoggans. Goodbye. Goodbye, the fighter bows. All right. Lots of good stuff here. What's this building? I hope the old hands will bear with me as I find my way around this place. Oops, hello. I have played this, but it has been a while. You see a young woman with a bright smile. I'm a little worried about all of these Guardian icons that I'm seeing in chat, guys. Surely you guys are supposed to be avatars of virtue? You're not supposed to be on his side. Anyway, name. My parents named me Caroline, she says proudly. Job. I have no job per se. I have devoted my energies to helping the Fellowship. I hope to recruit new members. The Fellowship. That sounds entirely unsuspicious to me. Murder. She looks concerned. 'Tis awful. Christopher was a nice man. Dost thou know he was one of our members? I cannot believe he is dead. Members? Of the Fellowship. We meet every night at the hall. Thou shouldst visit. Fellowship. The Fellowship is the philosophical group devoted to the teachings of a truly great man named Batlin. In the absence of the Avatar, Batlin has become a sort of spiritual father for the people of Britannia. Through his speeches and writings, he has changed the lives of many people, including my own. Philosophy. The Fellowship advances the philosophy of sanguine cognition, a way to apply a confident order of thought to one's life, through what is called the triad of inner strength. The triad is simply 3 basic principles that, when applied in unison, enable one to be more creative, satisfied, and successful in life. They are: strive for unity, trust thy brother, and worthiness precedes reward. Strive for unity basically means that people should cooperate and work together. Trust thy brother implies that we are all the same and that we should not hate or fear each other. Worthiness precedes reward suggests that we must each strive to be worthy of that which we want out of life. Dost thou want to join? We'll have to eventually, but no. Oh, well, perhaps I can become enlightened another time. Society. We live in one, I believe. Every night at 9 o'clock we have a meeting in the Fellowship Hall. Thou mayst consider thyself invited to attend. Bye. Goodbye. Okay, nothing else going on in here. Why do you live in a castle? I've already forgotten your name, but why do you live in a castle? I mean, I know this is supposed to be medieval fantasy, but I don't think the average person lived in castles back then. So well. This just leads to the wall. And we have a place to get some stable employment. Now let's see. My runic is a bit rusty, but that's I'm pretty sure. Let's see how much I can remember. That's an E. Nope, my runic is that rusty, I'm afraid. I probably do have the what's it around, the manual, but I'm not going to look it up. What's this? A book. Oh, it's the Honourable Hound. Okay. Well, that should help us translating more runic. Not that I don't have a runic guide somewhere, I'm pretty sure, but anyway. Register, Walter of Britain, Jaff of you. Oh, Yana's here. And Atans of Serpent's Hold, which apparently has an ellipsis after it. Is Yana here? Yana, for those who don't know, is one of the companions of the Avatar. Hi, excuse me. You see a gorgeous and voluptuous woman in her 30s. Name. My name is Apollonia, she says, as she sizes you up. Job. Why, I run the Honourable Hound, pub and inn, she purrs. Wouldst thou like a room, or wouldst thou like something to eat or drink? Just say so, and I shall try and please thee with my delicacies. Murder. Apollonia shuts her eyes and shakes her head as if she had just bitten into a very sour lemon. Ooh, that was so hideous. How could anyone do something so horrible? Art thou searching for information? I do hope thou dost find the person responsible. Honourable Hound. I can think of no better place in all of Trinsic to lay thine head for rest, or to nibble upon treats to satisfy thine appetite. Not right now, thank you, though. Apollonia waves at you. Do come again. I'm looking for someone who I thought I remembered being in here. A party member, but they're presumably wandering around somewhere. So we'll likely bump into them. Come on. There we go. eventually. Movement in this game is a trifle clunky. I mean, look, in all fairness, it's a very old game. From before they invented smooth scrolling and smooth animation, apparently. But, yeah, it does feel a little bit awkward to move. But so it goes sometimes with old games. No one in here right now. One issue that we're going to have to contend with. Oh dear, this place is in disrepair. That Guardian's a jolly fellow, you know. I mean, he can't be all bad with a nice hearty laugh like that, really. Excuse you. Things are moving by themselves. Torches lit. Whatever went on here must have been torture. I'm going to take the view that this place is abandoned and thus that I'm free to take any of this stuff as it has not been claimed. Plus, I think we're going to be taking on the heir to all this stuff in short order. So let's see, what do we have? Pants, leather leggings, top. Yolo, what are you wearing at the moment? Okay, looks like Yolo has leather as well. Oh, hood. I need headgear, don't I? Is there a way of telling my armor level? Not that I see here. So it goes, but I could use a hood. And gloves, actually. Right. Nothing hidden here. No. Okay, fair enough. Yes, we looked through that. There's nothing of interest there. But these gold coins are of interest. Both of them. All of them. But of even more interest is the pouch. Excuse you. Oop, there we go. That's another issue that I have with this game, honestly. The inventory system is awkward. Awkward is definitely a thing that it is. Okay, looks like... Hi, excuse me, Yolo. Looks like Yolo's our food person, so I think we're going to do that. We're going to transfer all the food to Iolo. That goes there then. I will take over the money. And yeah, and this pouch. Okay. Unfortunately, inventory management is going to be a thing in this game. Nothing of interest there. Yes, thank you, Ghost. What are these? Caltrops? Caltrops. I've never been much of a trap laying person, so I'm not going to bother with those. Right. Ooh, a hammer. That's surely better than what I'm carrying, what I'm wielding at the moment, which is a little knife. It would be very nice to know, but... What do you mean? Oh, there we go. But it's fairly safe to... It's a bit pixel perfect. But it's fair to guess that a hammer is better than a little knife. Right, moving along. Also, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, there is, in fact, if I recall correctly, a cheat room available from the top of this, from which we could get some quite impressive gear. And we could get there by stacking these crates, because Ultima VII actually has a surprisingly advanced height system for what is otherwise a very 2D game. But we're not going to cheat that way. We're not going to go and get epic gear from there. What is this place with the nice stained glass windows? Okay. Nice day for an investigation. Oh, hello there. You see a grumpy fellow with a bloody bandage on his head. Name: I am Gilberto. Job: I have the night watch at the dock gate. Murder: it must have occurred shortly before I was knocked out. Knocked: it was just about sunrise. I was looking out to the sea, to the romance, looking to my love coming home to me. I will wait. I will hold out for her. One day I shall see the sails and know that she is returning. All of a sudden I felt a blow to the back of mine head. He winces in pain. Blow. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground. Johnson, the guard for the next watch, was shaking me. I'd been out about 10 minutes. I knew that because the sun had just peaked over the horizon, and the Crown Jewel had gone and sailed. Johnson. He takes the morning watch at the dock. Pain. Gilberto still seems a little wobbly, but his gesture indicates that he does not desire your aid. My skull is still ringing, but I shall be all right momentarily. Crown Jewel. Did I forget to say? That is a ship that was docked here all night. I believe it was about to sail for Britain. Thou couldst ask Gargan the shipwright to make sure. Anyway, I did not see mine attackers, the guard grumbles. Attackers? I wonder if they jumped onto the ship. They could be all the way to Britain by now. Gargan. He is a good man, but thou mayst not wish to stand too close to him. Thou mayst catch something. Bye. Goodbye. Watch thy back. That's what the party's there for. Yeah, no, I'm sure this isn't going to be a long chase following these murderers from here to there to the next place. Definitely not. Where did that healer go? Is this? No, that's healer. Oh, there's the healer. You see a solemn fellow in healer's robes. Name. My name is Chantu, he says with a slight bow. Job. I am the Trinsic healer. I can perform a heal, a poison cure, or a resurrection on any of thy friends. Or on thee, of course. Murder. 'Tis a sad state for Britannia when events such as these happen. Christopher was a good man. I hope that the villain is caught. Services. I am able to heal, cure poison, and resurrect. Art thou in need of one of these services? No. Well, if thou dost decide that my services are needed, I am always here. Bye. Goodbye. Wherein can be found a guidebook for druidic culture? Nothing particularly interesting. Oh, the apothecary's desk reference. That's useful. Okay, drinking. Okay, black potions are invisibility. Blue is sleep. Orange is awakening. I presume you just sort of splash it over the person's face and, that wakes them up. Purple is protection. White is illumination. Yellow is healing. Okay, and green is poison. And red cures poisons. Okay. It's good to know. The bioparaphysics of the healing arts. Nice word, that, bioparaphysics. Nothing of interest here. Ooh, excuse me. I'm afraid. Okay. Moving along. I'm not going to read absolutely every piece of text in this game because there is a fair bit. So I think that's the fellowship hall to one side. This, I think, is the mayoral office. The town hall is the term that I'm looking for. Hast thou properly searched the stables? Yes. What didst thou find? I actually missed the bucket, to be honest. Well, we found a body. I know that. What else did thou find? Thou shouldst look again, Avatar. Okay, so what else? We found a key. A key. Perhaps if thou dost ask Christopher's son about it, he may know what it is for. Murder. Let's see. Is there anything new here? Not really. Oh, sorry. The mayor hesitates, then leans in to speak quietly. Actually, I have seen something like this before. It was about 4 years ago in Britain. Interesting. Gilberto. He was struck from behind early this morning and was knocked senseless. Johnson, the morning watch, found him unconscious. He's recuperating at Chantu the healer's house on the west side of town. Christopher. Christopher was the local blacksmith. He lives, or rather lived, with his son in the northwest part of town. The blacksmith's shop is in the southwest corner. Christopher was not a rich man by any means. He barely kept himself and his son alive, but he certainly enjoyed his work. Okay, Inamo. The gargoyle Inamo slept in the stables, as I understand it. I believe he emigrated here from Turfan a few months ago. It seems that he was merely a chance victim of someone intent on violence. Britain. 'Twas before I came to Trinsic. There was a murder with strikingly similar aspects. A body was found mutilated exactly like poor Christopher. It appeared to be a ritualistic killing. I would wager that whoever was responsible for that murder is the culprit behind this one. Report. Art thou ready to answer some questions concerning the investigation? Oh, no, not yet. Oh, well, carry on with thine investigation. Johnson. He is probably at the dock right now. Chantu. He is our town healer. He hath been here for years. Nice fellow. Son. Christopher's son is called Spark. Their house is in the northwest area of town. Bye. The mayor nods his head at you and goes on about his business. Okay, some good information there. Is this not a door? Oh, that's a door. Their attempt at a secret is adorable. What do we have here behind secrets? Okay, we have a novel. There we go. Didn't want to close for a moment there. Bloodied blades and buxom beauties. Okay, I see. An adventure of some sort. Ownership of the horse and carriage. Bill of indoor animal housing. Look, we wouldn't be a hero if we didn't do some snooping. Nothing of interest apparently. Some items. Okay. Well, everything there seems... Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to click on you, YOLO. Buy is what I want. So... Oh, sorry, YOLO. Sorry, YOLO. I'm so used to... you see, it's only relatively recently that I learned that his name is supposed to be pronounced something like YOLO. So it's going to be difficult for me to break the habit of calling him Iolo with a pronounced I. So bear with me on that. The Book of the Fellowship. Good morning to thee, gentle friend and traveller. No matter what time of day it might be when thou art reading this, no matter what the hour of the clock, I say good morning to thee, because this very moment brings to thee the coming of the dawn. The dawn, as everyone knows, is the moment when illumination comes. The dawn marks the end of the long night. It is the moment that marks a new beginning. It is my humble hope that these words may be for thee a dawning, or at least a sort of awakening. No, Yulo, you can't have these candelabras. You cannot have them. You have your own candelabras. This is a woman who seems pleasant and welcoming. I am proud to meet the Avatar, she says, beaming. Name. My name is Ellen. Job. I do the bookkeeping at the Fellowship branch. I work with mine husband, Clog. Murder. 'Tis awful, is it not? Of course, I was home with Clog all night. Fellowship. Perhaps I could call it a confident philosophy. We meet here at the branch office every night. Clog. Mine husband Clog is a wonderful branch leader. He is an inspiration to all of the Trinsic members. Philosophy. The Fellowship advances the philosophy of sanguine cognition, a way to apply a confident order of thought to one's life, through what is called the triad of inner strength. Oh, Zoggins, I know that Yulo is obsessed with candelabras. I've seen it in the retweets of the UDIC. I've also played her first Breadgate game. So I know. The triad is simply three basic principles that, when applied in unison, enable one to be more creative, satisfied, and successful in life. They are: strive for unity, trust thy brother, and worthiness precedes reward. Strive for unity basically means that people should cooperate and work together. Trust thy brother implies that we are all the same, and that we should not hate or fear each other. Worthiness precedes reward suggests that we must each strive to be worthy of that which we want out of life. Dost thou want to join? No. Oh, well, perhaps thou canst become enlightened another time. Branch office. The Fellowship has branches all over Britannia. It is a most popular philosophical society. Buy. Goodbye. I hope to see thee again soon. By the way, I like to believe that my avatar actually does speak like that. Just single words. Name. Job. Murder. Who else do we have here? I'm guessing this is Clog. There we go. This man exudes kindness and geniality. Ah, Avatar! I recognize thee at once. Word has moved through town quickly. I had heard thou wert here. Name. Oh, that's Crown Jewel, sorry. I do not know that ship. Name. My name is Clog. Job. I am the Trinsic branch leader for the Fellowship. I work here with my wife, Ellen. Murder. Well, the man says, reflecting, I was home all night, and my wife, Ellen, will certainly verify that. But as we say in the Fellowship, worthiness precedes reward. Christopher must have done something bad. And the poor gargoyle Inamo. 'Tis a pity. Fellowship. The Fellowship meets here at the branch office in Trinsic every night at 9. Thou art welcome to attend. The Fellowship is a wonderful organization that is open to all the people of Britannia. I've learned so much through studying its philosophy, and it has helped me to live my life to the fullest. Through the Fellowship, I am able to achieve what I have set out to do in life, and I am a better person for having joined. Technically, I'm not sure that we are a person of Britannia, so is the Fellowship technically open to us? I suppose you didn't say it wasn't open to people from other worlds, just that it was open to all people from this world. Anyway, tell me about Ellen. She's my wife and bookkeeper for our branch. Christopher. Christopher was a valued member of the Fellowship for some time. Unfortunately, we got into a petty argument last week. Inamo. I did not know the gargoyle. It sounds as if he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. 'Tis a pity. Philosophy. This is the same bit of text that the last two people gave us. Word for word. As far as I can tell. So, skipping that. Argument. Last week Christopher stated that he wanted to leave the Fellowship. Canst thou imagine? Well, we simply attempted to speak with him and alter his decision. The man verbally assaulted me and my companions with no provocation. Companions? They had gone to Fellowship headquarters in Britain. They were here delivering Fellowship funds. Their names are Elizabeth and Abraham. Definitely not E and A. Definitely not a reference to anything. Bye. If there is anything else I may help thee with, Thorm, let me know. Why, thank you. Right, I don't think we want anything more here for now. This is the stables. I'm a little bit lost at this point, so I'm going to consult the map that I apparently started with. Handy that we have such a thing. And I'm going to have a quick drink. Hold on. Ah, that's better. Okay, so we're down here, I think. Oh, whoops. We don't have a sextant, so we don't actually have a direct indication of where we are. Oh, by the way, this being the GOG version comes with Forge of Virtue installed. So at some point, once we have a ship, I do intend to go and engage in the Forge of Virtue. Because, you know, nothing more virtuous than a demonic sword. Right, so I'm pretty sure we're down here. And that's not a clear enough map for me to tell what's what in this town. So I'm just going to have to do some wandering, I suppose. So that Sparks' house was in the northwest. Are you someone who I've spoken with? Yes, you are. Goodbye. So northwest. Here are a couple of houses that we haven't seen before. No one in this one. Oh, hold on. This one. Okay. So, fun fact, if we hit this bird with the hammer, we get a hint to some treasure. I'm not going to commit animal abuse, so we'll just have to maybe find it by exploration. I'm not sure whether it's that gavel or the hammer that I'm wielding that we have to hit the bird with. But anyway, hello Spark. Hello? Yeah, there we go. Why can I not talk with Spark? Odd. I can talk with YOLO. When we ran into each other, I was passing through and had stopped to visit my friend Finnegan. Murder? Ugly, is it not? From what I've heard, neither Christopher nor Inamo deserved so grisly a death, but they deserved a less grisly one? Is that what we're saying here? Thou should certainly ask everyone in town about it. Defensive? I think it best for thee to speak with them thyself. There have been many changes since last thou didst visit Avatar. No animal has been hurt thus far, Yulo. Not thus far. There will probably be some animal hurting eventually. Especially if we consider that humans are technically animals, and we're probably going to be hurting a lot of humans. I think thou wilt feel at times a bit, well, old-fashioned. Finnegan. He is a good man. The mayor of Trinsic he is. I have known him for years. Christopher. I did not know him, milady. Inamo. I never spoke with him. It is truly a shame. There are not many gargoyles living amongst the humans. This will only discourage the practice even more. Gargoyles? Since thou wert last in Britannia, the gargoyles have begun to integrate with the humans. Yes, I'm sure Origin claimed that. Yeah, they claimed wrong. Or at least, I won't say that any animals were harmed during production. Let me not say that. Animals will very likely be harmed during playthrough. Anyway, so gargoyles have begun to integrate with the humans. Most of them live in Sutek's old island, which was renamed Turfin. However, thou may see one here and there throughout the land. No, sorry, I don't want you to leave. I want to say goodbye. Spark? Can I not? Whoops. No, I didn't want to sleep in Spark's bed. Spark's not talking to me. Spark? Okay, well, we're just going to do a bit of investigating, Spark. So we found a key. And it unlocks this, which gives us some gold, a fellowship medallion, and a scroll. Thou hast received payment. Make the delivery tonight. Okay, interesting. So we're going to take this money, and we're going to take this medallion, and we're going to take this scroll. In fact, hold on. We're going to take this whole box, I think. We're going to try at least. Get that out of the way. There's YOLO. No, we can't take the box. Okay, for now, YOLO is going to be our document bearer. No, I didn't want to. Don't worry, YOLO, you're not the only one who's exasperated. Right, moving along. Spark has vanished. Oh no, there he is. Thought maybe he'd objected to us stealing, acquiring his father's money. Oh, hey, that worked. I clicked on the door instead of Spark, and we got to talk with Spark. Anyway, beggars can't be choosers. You see a boy who appears to be a young teen. He is dirty and unkempt. He looks as if he has been crying, but he sits up straight and looks sharp when he sees you. Who art thou, and what dost thou want? You realize the boy has a sling in hand. You face the boy and tell him who you are. How should we be introducing ourselves? Should we be introducing ourselves by name or as the Avatar? Is it insufficiently humble to introduce ourselves as the Avatar? But then we are the Avatar, so it's hardly dishonest. I'm going to go with Avatar. The last time I heard that one, I fell off a prehistoric creature from Eodon. Boy, this is the Avatar. Upon my word she is. She has come to help thee. Then the boy narrows his eyes, studying you. He slowly lowers his weapon, ready to act in case it's a trap. You admire the boy's obvious experience in dealing with strangers. You and Spark stare at each other. He's not sure what to do. Finally he nods his head. All right. I believe thee. Thou dost look like the paintings I have seen. I am sorry, my lady. What was I thinking? Oh, it's Eodon. is the location of the Ultima Gaiden game Savage Empire, which I actually quite enjoyed. I haven't actually played Ultima 6 itself, but I have played both of its spin-offs. Anyway, name. I've always been called Spark. Job. I have no job. I am only 14, so I am just learning how to best help father in the smithy, he says proudly. But then he suddenly realizes something which terrifies him. And now the father is dead, I am an orphan. Should we ask this little boy about his father's murder? Is this consonant with the virtue of compassion? But I suppose we should pursue the virtue of justice. I cannot believe father is dead, and poor Inamo too. It was strange. I dreamed it was happening. Well, in a way. Last night I was having a nightmare about father. I dreamed that he screamed and it woke me up. I looked around the house, but he was not in his bed. I was wide awake, so I went out to find him. Gold? The boy's eyes widen. I had no idea that father had that much money hidden away. I suppose I could give it to thee if thou art going to look for those who killed my father. Well, that's convenient. Definitely wasn't planning on just walking off with it. Medallion. Father was a member of the fellowship. I don't know why the medallion was in the chest. He usually wore it. Scroll. I'm not sure if it's the same one, but I think I saw father with a scroll just like that 1 or 2 days ago. I know he was making something special for someone. I'm fairly certain it was at his shop. Smithy. Father was the best blacksmith in Britannia. People were always coming from everywhere to get him to make this and that. Father was the blacksmith. I cannot believe that he has been murdered. He had no enemies that I know of, unless it was the Fellowship. I'm sure the Fellowship, upright and above-board organisation that they are, had nothing to do with it. Inamo. He was a very nice gargoyle. He helped father a lot and did tasks in the stables. I cannot think why anyone would want to kill him. My mother died a long time ago. I can just barely remember her. Nightmare. I know it sounds witless, but I dreamed that a big red-faced man was watching down on everything, and he looked down and he noticed father. That is all I remember. Definitely not relevant. I'm sure just a dream, not related to anything we've seen at all. Find. No, I did not find him. At least not right away. But I did see something. Something? I was in front of the stables. I saw a man and a wingless gargoyle running from behind the building. They ran toward the dock. Then I went inside and found father. Spark's voice falters and he begins to sob a little. Shop. It's in the southwest corner of town. Fellowship. Well, at first they harassed father and me when they came around asking us to join. I suppose they do good things. Many people like them. Father eventually joined the group after he went to Britain and took one of their tests. Man. Yeah, man. All I saw of him was that the man had a hook for a right hand. Gargoyle. I cannot tell one gargoyle from another. I could not identify him except that he had no wings. Tests? I do not know anything about them. I never took one. Maybe thou shouldst ask the man at the Fellowship branch, Clog. Branch. The Fellowship has branches all over Britannia. Clog. He is the head of the Fellowship branch here in Trinsic. He and father got into an argument a week ago when Clog and 2 of his friends came over to talk with father. Argument? I do not know what it was about. Perhaps thou should ask Clog. Friends? I do not remember what they looked like. I did not recognize them. They were most likely some other members of the Fellowship. Hook. Ah. Is this then Peter Pan? If his arch enemy is a man with a hook. Wilt thou go find the man with the hook? Let me help thee, the boy pleads. His tears cease and his face takes on a determined, forceful look. Take me with thee. Please, I must avenge father's death. If thou dost not take me with thee, I will follow thee anyway. The boy is all excited now. I am an expert with a slingshot. I can strike sewer rats with almost every shot. And I am small. I do not eat much. Please take me. Please ask me to join thee. Yola whispers to you, I do not know about taking a child on the road with us, milady. Suddenly Spark lets his sling fly. His target, a small fly hovering above Yola's head, is smacked out of the air. You laugh as Yola yelps, jumps away and curses and runs his fingers through his hair. I told thee I am good. May I join? Okay, so I'm tempted to say no because this is a small child, but yeah, go on then. Hooray! The boy leaps with delight. Goodbye. Alright, I will speak with thee later. Okay, so let's just get into the clearing. Let's see what Spark has. Not what I was trying to do. What I want. There we go. Ooh, Spark, we need to get you some clothes. You do have some food on you, so if you'll give that over to our food vendor. And you have a sling, which you're not currently holding, apparently. Okay. Now I'll make you our document holder for now. Yolo is carrying some bolts and a crossbow. Okay, and an abacus. Oh, right, that tells us our party goal. Very nice. Okay. So, yeah, the inventory system, Zoggins, yeah, I like and admire the concept of it and the verisimilitude of it, but as something to actually interact with and play with, it's not fun. I should note by way of context here that I am one of those people who doesn't like any sort of limited inventory for that at all. I like an unlimited, convenient inventory. Because I'm here to have an adventure. I'm not here to play inventory Tetris, especially since I don't actually like Tetris in any way, shape, or form. Spark said that his father was working on something, that it was kept here. Wondering whether it's still here. It's not looking like it though. However, Spark. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Come here, button. Okay, Spark, we need to get some clothes on you, young man. What is that, pants? Might as well... No? Oh, yes, you're already wearing... Why is this little child wearing leather armor? Oh, hold on, there's something under there. Didn't see that last time. This is a log sword. Not terribly useful, I don't think, but okay. Oops, not what I wanted to do. I'm trying to figure out if there's an easy way to get to just Spark's inventory. But I'm not seeing it if there is. Yeah, keeping everything just in case is tempting, but I've played this game before and I know for a fact that there's a ton of stuff that's just not relevant. Ooh, a cloak. I'm tempted to keep it for myself because what is an avatar without a cloak? But this... No? Oops. Sorry if you heard a notification there. That would be on my end. Looks like cloaks... Oh, wait. No? I can't put on a cloak apparently. No, apparently that's not a thing. Let me just put that down for a moment. Okay, so cloaks go in the same slot as armor. That's not exactly convenient, but alright. We also want to get some... Oh yes, I wanted to put that hood on this young child. So we at least have something on the boy. So he has pants, he has armor, he has a hood. That's something at any rate. Doesn't have any shoes. Alright, well I'm afraid that's probably going to have to stand for now. Do you know anything more about this? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we have some leads. We want to go and talk with Clog, don't we? hi. In fact, let's talk with your wife first. See if she has any information. Anything new? No. Okay. I was hoping that maybe we could get her to inadvertently rat out her husband. What do we have? Oh, wow. Okay, so we have some new stuff here. Argument. Last week, Christopher stated that he wanted to leave the Fellowship. Canst thou imagine? Oh, yes, we've actually been through this. Test. Battling in Britain will be happy to administer our test to thee. Thou shouldst certainly take it. Who knows? Thou mayst find something within thee that needs improving. But we're the Avatar. We're, you know, the best, surely. Gold. I do not know what thou art talking about. Medallion. Christopher had expressed interest in leaving the Fellowship. Perhaps he had stored it for safekeeping. Scroll. I do not know anything about that. Crown jewel. Oh yes, we've asked about that. Hook. I'm afraid I do not know a man of that description. Sure you don't. Okay. Right. Well, this place looks suspect. That's just some gold. We're going to do a bit of investigating. It's just a seat. Doubt there's anything out in the open here. Worth checking. Fellowship medallion. Not seeing anything here. Nothing hidden behind the potted plant. I thought I was onto something there for a moment. Maybe I'm just on something. Could have sworn there was something incriminating in one of these places, but if there is, I am not seeing it. Okay. Let's go talk with the mayor, see whether he has any more information. Hi. Tell me about the Fellowship. Why, they are an extremely helpful group. Their branch office is just east of mine. Very optimistic group of people. Clog. He is the Fellowship branch leader. Kind man. Anything new about the murder? Yeah, no. Okay. Oh, but we do want to check the dock, don't we? If I can get out of the door. There we go. That's more like it. Wait, hold on. Is that an apple tree? No, I can't get apples from that, alas. Worth a shot, especially in this game. This is a game that famously, and as our Yulo will affirm, I'm sure, allows you to just go as far as things like baking bread, which admittedly is not entirely useless in this game, because this game will have you feeding your party members, you know, every 5 seconds or so. Okay, maybe not quite that much, but not too far off. Oh yes, we wanted to talk with the shipwright, didn't we? And there's nothing wrong with that. Oops, I didn't actually want to get up onto the wall, but that's fine. Now, where is that shipwright again? There's a guard here. Oh no, we're getting to that part of the game, aren't we? Yep, it's getting to night. This is actually another thing that I don't much like about this game. It has NPC schedules, which a lot of people like, and I can understand why. It is very good for verisimilitude, but it's really inconvenient, I find. You have to hunt for people, and that's bad enough with my, quite frankly, terrible sense of direction, such as the fact that I've lost the shipwright now. What was this place? That's not it. Where in all existence did I leave that shipwright? I'm sure I put him down somewhere. What's this place? This door's closed. There's more of that. Nothing of interest there. Nothing of interest there. Nope. Okay, nothing of interest. If anyone in chat remembers where the shipwright is, do feel free to direct me. I honestly don't mind backseating, to be by the way. Oh wow, someone here has a mace. If I weren't the avatar, if I were, in fact, you know what? Forget avatar. If I weren't a little more principled, I would probably steal that mace because that's probably a good weapon. Where in all existence is the shipwright? I am really lost. Oh dear. It has begun. YOLO, control yourself. Oh wait, here we are. Here's the shipwright. Found him. Yes, matey, Gargan asks, coughing. The crown jewel. Yes, that ship was docked overnight. He consults his log. She sailed for Britain at sunrise. I do not recall seeing anyone get on or off. Gargan snorts and coughs a couple of times. Fellowship. I am too old to pay attention to them. Gargan wipes his runny nose on his sleeve. Hook. Matey, I have always seen pirates and sailors with peg legs and hooks. If thou hast seen one, thou hast seen another. Are you saying that all people with hooks look alike? But the man suddenly frowns. Now that thou dost mention it, I did see a man with a hook late last night after sundown. I was leaving the shop and saw him outside. There was a wingless gargoyle with him. They were walking east. Gargan sneezes, then coughs a couple of times. I told thee, it was him. Yeah, nothing much else there. Okay. Right. East. Oh, kittens. You know what? I wasn't paying attention there. I got as far as east. Thankfully, it looks like they'll repeat the dialogue. Man with a hook late last night after sundown. Leaving the shop, wingless gargoyle, they were walking east. Okay. Which I'm guessing means they were down here and going east towards the stables. Which does tell us that our man with a hook was probably the one who did it. So I think, you know what, I think I'm feeling more or less ready to go and report. Oh no, they're starting to get hungry. Yes, Avatar, Finnegan asks. Report. Art thou ready to answer some questions concerning the investigation? Probably not, but yes. Very well. What was Christopher's occupation? Christopher was the blacksmith. What didst thou find at the murder site? A key. What did the key open? A chest. What didst thou find in the chest? All of these. Dost thou have a suspect? Aye. What does this villain look like? Hook. Any leads on finding this villain? The crown jewel. The mayor is pleased. It seems thou art pursuing thine investigation with genuine fervour. Methinks thou shouldst go to Britain and see if thou canst find the man with a hook. Here is half of thy reward money. Thou wilt receive the rest when thou dost prove that the killer hath been brought to justice. The mayor hands you 100 gold coins. Dost thou need the password? Yes. Before I give thee the password, I must admit I have had my doubts about thou truly being the Avatar. I must ask thee to indulge me in order to satisfy my somewhat suspicious nature. I shall ask thee a few questions regarding the geography of Britannia. Please answer with the number of the longitude or latitude from thy cloth map. Remember, longitude refers to the lines that run north-south. They are determined by the numbers at the bottom of the map. Latitude refers to the lines that run east-west. They are determined by the numbers on the left side of thy map. If these questions are answered correctly, I will cast aside all my doubts. What latitude runs through the center of Skara Brae? Okay, copy protection time. Give me a moment. I believe that I have the copy protection answers amongst the documents that GOG provided. So, let's see. Is it reference cards? No. Guides? No. Manuals. There we go. Part 7 answers. That looks right. And waiting for the... Oh, there we go. It opened up on the other monitor. Okay, so latitude that runs through the center of Skara Brae is apparently 30. 30. Good old copy protection. What longitude runs through the center of the island of Buccaneer's Den? Longitude through Buccaneer's Den. Through the center. Okay, 60. There we go. What is the latitude of the northernmost point of the island Spectran? Latitude, yes, of the northernmost point of Spectran is apparently 120. There we go. Excellent! I have no doubt now that thou art the one true avatar. Which is an interesting thing to say in a sense, because if I recall Ultima IV correctly, the point was made that there is no one avatar. Anyone can become the avatar, which is something that seems to have fallen away in Britannia after our character was anointed the avatar, which is an interesting. There's an interesting question as to whether that's perhaps a problem, that they stopped seeking virtue themselves and looked to the avatar to do everything for them. But anyway, oh, I almost forgot. The password to leave or enter the town is Blackbird. So what you're saying is that some wandering ornithologist could have accidentally gotten through the gate. You know what, we have food on us. Let's just head out. Hi. There we go. You see an alert and no-nonsense guard whose eyes appear to be glowing. I don't think we need any of the rest here, so password. What is it? Blackbird. Very well, thou mayst pass. And we are out. Let's sing a sea shanty, says Iolo. It is now 2 o'clock, and we are at the docks. Nice. This is the boat that we too may get to have one day, but we don't have the money for that. Actually, we probably do have the money now. We have 240 gold. So the question is, do we go and buy some transportation? Do we go and get a horse and carriage? Do we get the boat? Oh, you know what we do? We get a sextant. That's the first thing. This does somewhat rely on my finding... Oh, there we go. Hi. Oh, hi. Job and sextant for 80 gold. Yes. Here ye are. Goodbye. Okay, so now, if I'm not much mistaken, we look at our map. Yep, we now see where we are. Excellent. Handy finger sextant. There it is. We can't... Oh, yes, there we go. If I move this around a bit. We are at 105 south and 11 east. So that's a very handy thing to have. Okay, a bit hungry is not hungry enough, because these guys are going to get very hungry very quickly, and we have only so much food. Oops, that's what I wanted. Now, the question is, where do we go next? As you can see, this is an early open world game. Well, I say early, I mean Ultima 1 and such like were also open world and were even earlier than this. But the point is, it is one of the early open world games. So we can go pretty much anywhere now that we're out of Trinsic. There is nothing any more intrinsically holding us back, so to speak. Intrinsically. So I'm actually tempted to go south. We're supposed to go up here to Britain, to the capital. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just wander south and probably get killed. So let me just... not that. Okay, so that indicates that we're hungry. Let's make a save. Good. As you can see, I am very good at naming saves. and lots of other things. Believe me, that is my go-to name for arbitrary things. Wait, I have a question. Why do I not have an orb of the moons? Oh, yes, of course. Oh, wait, ow. How do I live without you? No, that. Okay, so C to switch to combat mode. How's everyone doing? Hits 18. Hits 5. That's not good. That's not good at all. Look, we're going to go back to Trinsic and we're going to sleep. We're going to have a nice nap and hope that that heals poor Spark. Also, we could really use some sling stones for him. In the meanwhile, though, wait, why am I wielding my dagger? Oh, is that? I have a feeling that that hammer that I'm carting around isn't actually... Wait, where is my hammer? Where did my hammer go? I picked up a hammer. I was carrying around the great big hammer. I'm just going to put my gold into here for now, by the by. Okay, that's weird. Okay, but okay, so what I'm getting from this is that we should have a rest and we should get a little better accoutred, perhaps. So let's get a room. 6 gold per person. Yes, thank you, and goodbye. This one. Now, this is where we start to really wish that we're playing Ultima VIII because now we have to just try keys. Ah, there we go. And that's going to become a little bit of a problem. Yes, 8 hours sounds good. These.
Yes, my friend, rest and heal.
You see, he's a nice man.
Able to face the perils before you.
See, he has our best interests in heart. Arise, Thorm. Time to continue the quest. Okay, Spark. Oh, I keep wanting to double click on him to find out how well he is. Hits 14, much more like it. Unfortunately, it appears to be nighttime now, which is a trifle awkward on the exploring side. So I'm going to see whether whether that weapon shop is still open, if I can find it. This is the Fellowship place. I recall that it opened to the side. Actually, I'm not sure that it was a weapon shop as such. It was the trainer, but he had weapons. Maybe he sells them. A mage? When did we haven't met a mage, have we? Unfortunately, everyone's asleep, so we can't actually do anything right now. So I suppose there's little for it but to go back and rest. You know what? I've just had a thought. I'm going to just leave this key. In fact, both of these keys. These keys can stay here. We do not need to keep every key. Okay, so let's sleep for another 8 hours. Right, and it's daylight again. Oops. So let's see if we can find some more gear so that we don't get utterly slaughtered by the first wild dog that we encounter. Let's see. Wonder where that mage went. This is the this is the smithy. Yeah, that's that place. This is the healer. Oh, is the healer the mage? Okay, fair. Ah. Oh, I didn't even find this guy the first time. A stern shopkeeper who might have once been a strong fighter. Thou hast entered my shop, so thou had best buy something. Who might I be addressing? I am the Avatar. Oh, art thou really? I did not know there were so many of thee. Why, only just last week did an Avatar come through here. He took me for 20 gold too. An expert trickster he was. Dell looks you up and down. Avatar, indeed. I do not like avatars, but never mind that. I am called Dell. What dost thou want? Job. You've given us your name. I sell weapons, armor, and provisions when I am not doing work for the Fellowship. If thou art not going to buy anything, then get thy face out of my sight. Lovely. Well, look, we're here to buy. Certainly, my lady. What type of where wouldst thou wish to see? Weapons are probably the first thing. Okay. So, he doesn't have sling stones. Or do we need to keep sling stones for a sling? Now I'm not sure. Might have to check that. YOLO's fine. I'm the one who really needs a weapon. The question is, what sort of weapon should I have? Combat in this game is interestingly iffy. I'm thinking I probably want protection. I don't know. I have a tendency to go for high damage builds, for just blasting the enemy with damage. So I'm tempted to go with something like a nice two-handed sword. I wonder what it costs. 80 gold. Let me just see what else they have. Two-handed hammer is 60 gold. I don't actually remember how much gold we have. Let me just say goodbye and see how much gold we have. YOLO, you have the abacus. We actually have a fair bit of gold. We have 200. So I am going to buy. Let's see. Let's start with some armor. What do chain leggings go for? Okay, so some chain leggings. Everyone has leather armor. Let's get chain leggings. See, 3 chain leggings would be 180. So that's getting a bit much. I'm thinking of a two-handed sword for myself, so I don't need it. But maybe I can get a wooden shield for Spark, since his sling is more or less one-handed. What do leather helms cost? 25. I think. Hold on. Let me see what. Okay, so the two-handed sword. Go for it. Say goodbye for a moment. And see how much we have left. We have 57. Okay, so we are a little short at this point. Buy 57. See if I buy 2 of these, I think. And that'll be everything, I think. Now we have to do a bit of management. Specifically, I want the chain leggings on Spark. What do you mean no? Oh, there we go. Take that. I want the helm on Spark. Spark has pretty low hit points, I think. So I rather want to keep him alive. Okay, looks like I can't do that. No? Why can I not wield that? Hold on, let's take that out and that out. There we go. Okay, can I put on... Okay, there we go, gloves. I think that worked. I'm not entirely sure, but anyway. I'm going to be a frontline fighter, so... No, you can't just swap out. You have to actually remove that and then add that. I'm probably going to be on the front lines until I can get my hands on magic. Actually, take this knife as what I'm guessing is a backup weapon. Yellow, you can't. I suppose that's fine. So then we're left with a bit of trash here. I'm not quite sure what to do about that. Just see if I can have anyone. Okay, that's fine. Right, well, I seem to be holding it. Okay, so I'm correctly wielding that, but I do want to just borrow Spark's sling for a moment. I just want to see how it works. Okay, looks like it doesn't need ammo. That's good. That's good. That means I don't have to worry about finding sling stones for Spark. Let's do a bit of rearranging here. And then that. Not quite sure what this does. I forget. These are orders. I'd have to actually look up what these do to figure out what... Okay, so I think that one that we just went past was attack the weakest, which seems good to me. So I'm going to go for that. This is probably attack frontmost. Oops. I want my ranged guys on attacking the weakest, I think. Alright. Oh dear, okay. They're going to get bothered if we don't feed them at this point. So, see if I can figure out how to feed people. Spark wanted some more. Okay, that'll hopefully do for now. Okay, so we're a little better accoutered. Spark is a bit better protected. So now we can walk out confident and adventurous. Or something like it, at least. You could always use a little food here, YOLO. See if we can find something to fight. Nice bit of forest. Not seeing anything of interest just yet. But you can see what I mean by this being open world. We can just... Oh, excuse you. We can just wander off. Which is exactly what we're doing. And we've wandered into a thunderstorm apparently, but dear well. So it goes. Oh, hello. Sorry about this, dear. Guys, where are you going? What are you two? Oh, those two found some wolves to kill. I, in the meanwhile, am trying very hard to make... There we go. Right. And now we meet the famed Britannian five-legged deer. Don't ask me why they have 5 legs of meat, but they do. And given the way that you go through food in this game, I am not complaining. Looks like wolves don't carry anything. All right. Well, we've got to have a bit of a fight. Just see how everyone's doing. It's 14. Whoops. Come here, you. Here it's 18. And hits 18. Good. So with that, I'm going to save. And with that, I will conclude the stream. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've had fun. I very much have. Yes, stay well, and thank you for visiting.